Let's now go into something broader. So we talk about the individual soul blueprint. So do you also believe that there is a cultural blueprint? Because everything is evolving and in motion, right? So because, say for example, like my great grandmother, I think it's great, was from Mongolia, right? So that was like she came from Western Mongolia to Serbia, of all things. Like my family were horse traders. I have that, therefore have that ancestry. But she didn't. I don't think she would have had a free will choice about that. She was a teenager. She was kind of traded, I think.
Right.
Then I have my grandfather who was killed in the Holocaust. So it's like that was not a free will choice, right? So do you think that we become subject to the greater blueprint,
Yes.
and that's part of our destiny?
Absolutely. I think someone, and I think not just society, I think what's going on, I think other people's blueprints can interfere with yours, overlap
Right.
yours. You see what I mean? So whether it's a
Yeah.
person or a country. Yeah. So that gentleman who had, your grandfather in the Holocaust, that's, and I love how you said you think there's a group soul in a group or the country, and there is.
Yeah.
And I really think that now people will say, but didn't the soul know that? Didn't the choice?
Right.
We can only teach guys until you go over there yourself. You're not going to, we
Right.
don't know
We
all
don't
the
know.
answers, Colette. We don't, but it does make sense. And I really believe that other people can knock you off your blueprint. And it's up to you to get, back on it. But I do believe that the war and the Holocaust interfere with many people, Colette. So it wasn't a free will. I mean, was he
Right?
born and said,
Yeah.
you know what? I want to go and be in the Holocaust and
Right. No, I mean,
I don't know. And the same thing with 9/11, Colette. People say, so that soul chose to be in that building at the time. And another medium said, James said this once. He said, you have to realize those people that passed in 9/11 took a lot of pain out of the world with them. They made the sacrifice. And you got to go by what you feel in your heart and your soul feels right. And that kind of resonated a little, Colette,
yeah, because right now I think with the world being in so much turmoil, I think the answers that we're seeking is like, well, like I know somebody said, well, everything happens for a reason. I said, well, no, everything happens for meaning. Like that it's our job to discover the meaning. Everything happens for meaning. So because I don't believe that certain things were meant to be. I think
Exactly.
we were imposed upon, and
That's right.
and then we have to find our way back to healing. And I think that's more the conversation people are having right now.
Right. I love that saying. I mean, I love that's the saying, everything happens for a reason. I love that saying and I hate that saying.
Right.
Because how am I going to tell a mother that lost two kids at once in
Yeah.
an accident that's supposed to happen? They made the choice, and I don't know why something's happened. And sometimes too, Colette, a rock is a rock. Sometimes things suck, all right? And
Right.
that happened to
Yeah.
people. With the greatest respect to everyone, sometimes a rock is a rock. And
Yep.
stop trying to make a lot of people try to put a metaphysical reasoning for something that, stuff happens sometimes.
Okay, if you like this podcast and you want to see more, just click over here and you'll get to see more clips from this interview. If you just want to listen, well, if you click there, you'll listen to the entire interview available to you on any one of your favorite podcast channels.